Just a few reflections about the educational psychology course. I think that for me, my main takeaways were understanding learning processes and different learning styles. Um, I think this class can help like educators understand how students learn, and the class does provide some insight on some cognitive processes and developmental um, processes as it relates to learning. I think that the class highlighted some ways to have tailored teaching strategies. So when you have like these learning theories, about learning and motivation, I think teachers and educators can develop personalized teaching strategies and learning plans and help students improve their performance. And I think that's really important, that educational psychology identifies the factors that influence academic achievement, intervention, and most importantly, helping struggling learners. For me, it helped me realize how important it is to promote social and emotional well-being. These psychological aspects of education aren't necessarily like honed in on in the broader psychology field. So I think that this class is incredibly important in focusing on that. And so in that way, it helps educators, especially educators who take this class, create a supportive and inclusive educational environment, which is really important to psychological development. I think the most interesting part of the class for me was talking about like assessment and evaluation and grades. It was one of the more recent things that we talked about, but thinking about assessment tools and methods to evaluate student learning and development, and how some of it can be either inaccurate or a disadvantage to some students, but we do need a way to assess and evaluate performance in the education field. So I think that I was a little challenged by that because there's two sides of that coin. What stuck out to me, like my aha moment, was facilitating an inclusive education and guiding instructors to create inclusive classrooms and accommodate students. And I think that was the big part of the case study, was how my case study in particular, or how were we going to help a struggling student and accommodate a student with a different background.